Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. So, I think I'm somewhat familiar with this game. Like, I think I played it briefly before, but I didn't really have a computer at the time. Long story. And it feels like I'm going in on this fresh. But yeah, I'm excited to give this a try, just because I like little weird things. And from what I understand, this is one of those things. So yeah. The end is never. Never, the end is never. The end is loading. Never. Interesting. This will certainly be an interesting exploration. What about you guys? I hope your night's going well. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading, never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Number 427.
Number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Finding happiness in not having to make decisions?
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
It's like a reverse Office Space.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse Office Space where the guy keeps showing up and is like, you know you're fired, you're not getting a check. But my stapler? Except, oh, wait, this is me. All of a sudden, he's the only one there? Is that important? 11:24? Let's find out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What a view outside. Did the world break? Did this break into its own dimension? What does that say? Can I crouch? Is that a thing? Oh, I can, but that goes far too low. Can I jump? Is there a jump? I do not detect a jump. Okay. Oh, that just looks like one of those old school loading screens where it's like estimated time remaining 40 years.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Didn't, did it? Where is this meeting room? I hate Mondays. Oh man, join the club. Don't we all? I thought that picture was crooked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But what if he didn't enter the door on his left? Can I just go back? No. What if I demand to enter the door on
This
the
was
right?
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Shut
Perhaps
behind
he
me.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, just to admire it. What a lounge it may be. I've heard of this legendary lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Yes.
simply stood here,
I want a drink.
drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. I was just about to see if I could get a drink. How very clever. That does not seem that I can get a drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Can I sit?
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Look at this
Really
painting.
worth it.
Just take
But
it on
eager
in.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I thought that door was going to close on me again.
Stanley was so bad
Oh.
at following directions,
There he goes.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's incredible that they keep me around. Just such a terrible employee. Warning, do not jump from the car. How do I jump? Is there a jump? Because I haven't found one. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of car. Will cause death, yet there's still a fine. This is America.
Look, Stanley, I
Oh,
think perhaps
man.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Did we?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Really?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
Where
is
am I going?
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
Where am I
someone
going?
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Who?
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Should I... Is that a... Wait, is there a door I can go through over there? There is. Maybe I should have jumped off. Because I want to do everything wrong. Because that's the kind of
This is it,
employee I
Stanley.
am.
Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Can I
put
make
your
it to that?
work aside.
I think I missed my chance.
Back into your life.
Who is
She's
her?
been waiting.
Who is she? Who's been waiting? I don't understand. That's an awfully dark room. I feel like I'm about to enter phasmophobia again.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach
Scared the
out
shit
to
out of me.
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Phone scary. Me no like phone. Wait, can I unplug it? Is that a thing I can do? Hold up. Oh, I'm just gonna...
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him,
Wait,
filling him not
I didn't
just
pick up
with
the phone!
radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Maybe.
No, that wasn't supposed
I don't
to be
think
a
so.
choice.
That
How
wasn't
did
me.
you do
I didn't
that?
do it.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not
Hello in
Stanley.
chat.
You're a real person.
Oh no! They know I'm here.
I can't
I'm hiding in the
believe
corner.
I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run
How's your
around
night
in
going?
this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Let me
as though
out!
you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
What safety?
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well,
It was a
I won't
phone.
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe
you know
this
what? We might need that right
instructional
now.
Video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But
Free
if
will is
used
an illusion.
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking
What
with
the
a
fuck?
person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
That
Turn
person
to a
is not
partner and
real.
practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having
Hey,
a
Tim,
back
how are
sack
you?
and crack."
What did he say?
Excellent. Making choices on
Wait,
a regular
what?
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What did I do? Did I
Most
do
medical
anything?
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if
doing
your
well.
choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution
Hold
to
on.
the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide
I'll
you in an
explain in a moment.
exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
What
You
the
may
fuck
have
happened to the
noticed
room?
That this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now
Please,
that you're
I'm
properly
begging you,
informed
oh
on
my-
good decision making,
Stop,
we're going
stop.
to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see
No!
what the correct thing to do would have been.
I don't
This
wanna.
way, please.
Oh god, the door opened. Now I don't want to leave the room. So this game is the Stanley Parable. You play a person named Stanley, and there's a narrator that I can hear. Like, you show up so the premise is you show up every single day to work at company, and while you're there, your screen, your monitor, like your computer system, tells you what buttons to push on your keyboard for how long, etc., etc. And then one day you show up and you're just there for an hour and no orders come through the screen. And then you walk out of the room and there's no other employees there. The whole place is abandoned and barren, and there's this narrator there and he's telling you what to do. And you get to choose whether you follow it or not, and then stuff happens as a result of that, and I'm just kind of contradicting the narrator because fuck the narrator. What happens if I pick up the phone? Can I pick up the phone? I cannot. I don't know if it's safe. But yes, this is amusing. I literally just started it 14 minutes ago. Seems hard. Yeah, and so he was getting angry at me for not listening. And so he showed me like a fucking 1960s style video where, hey, we're going to teach you how to human, and about choices and shit. Is it a horror? I don't actually know. I think it's a paradox.
Now that we know your choices
I don't think it's a horror, but I don't. But I just started, so I don't actually.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
But if I'm the main character, do what I say!
As soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What is? Although I am gonna play a horror game called Soma. At some point I'm gonna start that game as well. I know very little about it, but I'm excited about that. I was originally gonna play Beat Saber on VR tonight, and I was halfway through setting that up, and then I realized I can't because I'm gonna get DMCA'd, and So that made me really sad because then I realized, be my slave, I'm the main character. I realized that I can't stream Beat Saber or any music-based game because fuck me, right? So then I booted this up instead. Hello, doors. Yeah, that made me incredibly sad. I was halfway through, I was updating like the title of the stream and stuff, and I was getting ready to hit enter, and then I was like, oh shit. What the fuck? Do I have to go all the way back?
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Wasn't there just a door here? Hold on. You can't play because someone fucked you. Yeah. Wait. I swear there was like some kind of a... Did I do a 360 instead of a 180? I did. I confused myself apparently. Simply by turning around. Maybe I need a narrator to guide me in life, because that's a bad sign.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Oh.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to the back. You dare not be a human here? Have a 1920s movie. I'm going back to the right because fuck you.
No! Why did you do that?
He changed it!
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What the fuck just happened to reality? Did I break reality? Wait. Did I break reality? Fuck. What if it's too late? Juke! Back. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to. I entered the door on the left, you peasant.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
Consulting
For what?
whiteboard manager.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Superliminal?
Reliving its
I haven't,
impossibility
but I
forever.
actually
couldn't
just
live that
downloaded
way.
it.
Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
Getting vibes from that?
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the
Grr
answer?
everywhere.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Wait, what the hell?
I have to.
What's happening? Now what the fuck?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
With you.
Who thought you were so clever.
I am clever.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine.
This is
and you run it into
100%
the
a
ground.
horror.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I think it's pretty funny.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows
I don't
how
know
to do what
Stanley.
I tell him to.
I
He
can't be like a
understands
person
that
I
if
don't
say to
know.
do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Free will is an illusion.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh.
I'm a child? Look what you did to the
Story.
world. You didn't get your way and you threw a tantrum and destroyed it. You're the child.
There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have
Victorious!
been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
I'm feeling pretty
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
What the shit?
That means choosing responsibly and
just hit a
always
reset
putting
button.
the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I'm not feeling well.
Just follow my lead
Legitimately
and you'll
or
be fine.
this?
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Have a
entered
headache
the
and
door
haven't
on
slept
his
well?
left.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Wait. He said,
Did
fuck your
exactly as
shit.
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I'm really sorry to hear
quite
that.
Sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Perhaps you need a nap? How
When
are you
Stanley
and Mandy
came to a
doing? Did
set
you
of
guys,
2
like,
open
drink a
doors,
lot and have
he
a
entered
hangover,
the door
or?
on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, well, I very
Behave
clearly...
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Why is there nothing
I'm quite
outside
sure
the
you'll be up
windows?
to the
Is this like
task.
a
Just follow my lead
solitude
and you'll be
dimension?
fine. All right.
Are we isolated from the rest of the
When
world? What kind of
Stanley came
corporate
to a
building
set
is
of
this?
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can I just open this door? God damn it. Okay, fine. I'll go on the left. Big baby. Heaven. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here
Tips for not
either.
getting fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passively, aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Wow, if this isn't just like synergize, core value, expenditures, buzzwords, ties, free to play, number of slides on this slide. Rate of increase of graphs per slide. Please no more charts. Bang. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your bobs. Fill out and triplicate and return to your boss appreciation support. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, why did we hire you? I didn't finish it. My God. I feel like someone who actually did corporate slideshows did this. This is amazing. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Tips for not getting... That is the most true thing I've ever seen, and just fuck everything about it. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. What the hell is this company? Teenagers, size of demographic, space between the teenagers. Okay. We're just gonna move on. Broom closet? Can I go in the broom closet? I want the broom closet. Give me the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Guess I have to walk upstairs to my boss's office. Wow, if this isn't just a vibe change. What's that? Employees aren't valued? What? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I'm just trying to like mess with everything I can to see if anything does anything. Look at this. What the fuck?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
There's no human life.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
I can't
orchestrated
believe
this,
it.
until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
There's a voice
Surely
receiver.
Behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew
It's
the
an
passcode.
alien.
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath
Hi,
and
Ishka.
then spoke the code.
How are you? What if I don't want to speak the code? Something Night Shark 14.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
You know, I tried to, and then this picture got in the way. I am the most expensive boss.
I'm sorry.
The narrator
there a
is
problem?
very picky.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
I did. What did you
Please
say?
Speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
But, oh, is that a panda?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But
Thank you.
know
You
what?
finally understand
Pretty
me.
humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this
like art.
one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his
I walked up
choices.
here for you.
He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Then
If
I guess you
didn't
should
want to
have
see what I had to show
kept
you,
Stanley.
then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set
What the
of
fuck?
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait a minute.
Stanley? Hello? Are you
Wait.
okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Who is that? I don't follow strangers.
Door.
Wait, what?
Are you listening to me?
What? Did I break the game?
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
I
Whatever
broke the
choice you make is
narrator.
just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
You finally understand me.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing
What the fuck? What have you done? I broke the narrator.
Need.
Oh. The end is never, the end is never, the end is. Our feelings will change when he says you are the only one I have. See, this is the computer that gave in orders that told me what the keys to type, and then one day the orders stopped and all the employees were gone. And so Stanley stood up and walked out the door, and then the narrator started telling me what to do, and I said no. This is the beginning of the game all over again. Except the narrator's not speaking and telling me to do. There's a phone ringing.
Hello. This is a
This is
recorded
different.
message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
I didn't suspect that to be a recorded message at all. That seemed quite real. Oh, hello. This is different. Like, this is clearly the beginning of the game, but things are unraveling differently, so it didn't just simply start over.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I was up there before. You said right,
This
right?
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Ah,
Perhaps
shucks.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're gonna admire that employee lounge room.
Wow.
What a
Yes,
wonderful room.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness
You're right.
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
It's not a life worth living. Not without this room. What time is it? 11:24.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the
Just
room.
look at this beautiful
Room
painting.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to
Absolutely.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, look, a door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I would like the narrator to narrate my life, please. Check this out. Do not jump from cargo lift while is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift. $5,000. This is America.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I think
I'm
so.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No, you're just
I
telling me what
realize
to
that
do.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
Jumping off!
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Nope, just you.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
I don't-
Give me a chance.
No, you're gonna kill me. Oh, Jesus.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can I go through this not painted door? Damn it. Georgia said blue.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked
Listen
through the
here, you
red
little shit.
door.
That is not how I casted my vote. You don't get to throw a tantrum just
I still
because...
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Amazing. It's almost like I have a door behind
All
me
right,
instead.
fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to
Yeah!
find out what lies at the
Yeah!
end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah. Well, you can't anyway.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the
It's behind the
entire story
scenes.
I'd written out
This is the bonus
specifically
features.
for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it
Well,
was all
clearly
for
not
nothing,
enough. You have
because
unfinished parts of the
this is what
game.
you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Ninjas?
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me
Ninjas.
take a stab in the dark at a new design.
That's
You
close
can
to
give me some
ninjas.
feedback.
Stabbing in the dark.
There we go.
What the
So,
fuck?
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I contact the developers for a finished map. Wait. What the hell? Ceiling light? Yeah, so this is like a reverse Office Space, like, except instead of a guy who's fired continuously showing up, I'm the only one who showed up. Go to the right, like the very right. See, I'm wondering if this would be the perfect time to actually go through the left just to piss him off, but I don't know that would actually piss him off. Office Space C, alternate iteration. Wait, can I see through? I was half expecting like a horror baby to...
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
door?
here.
But he hasn't told me. One out of 100? All right, you said one? All right, one it is.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Make a better game, clearly.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
With this
Let's
one?
Take a look.
What the hell? Stanley Parable worldwide leaderboard? Good old Neil. Is that 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds? Wait, in total, wait, shit. You know that 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only 3% of the player chose the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? This is supposed to motivate me to listen. This is basically my job. The narrator is my brain. So 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Do I do this again to rate it, or do I go right again? You got it.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
I
honest
mean,
answers,
yes. I don't know if I'd give it a 5, but it is better. Let's give it a 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
1 out of 2.
You wouldn't mind
Half.
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Loading, loading, loading.
In this game,
Ooh, fire.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take
Holy
notice.
shit.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play?
You're
to
right,
make
it's
sure
only fake. It's only
effective.
fake, baby.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh my god, that's amazing. 5 out of 5. Would rate
You
it.
heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to
1,000 out
try.
of 10.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
What you could do is take
It's
out that
over.
terrible sound
Thank
effect.
You for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since
Best
my game was
game.
so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. A shot at the baby? Holy shit, it's
Well, Stanley,
Minecraft.
Is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me
Yes.
this, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll
This-
say this.
but-
I'm done
but-
making things for you.
I want my
From
ray
now on,
tracing.
I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic
old version.
purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Is he making a door?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course.
Am I
And
getting
just to
another
finish it all
door?
off, yes.
God damn it.
It's complete.
You know
I
what?
made
This is better than your other doors.
Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Oh, I'm so inadequate.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
You just want me to go through the door again. I have a pretty flower. 10 out of 10 house. Wait, am I typing? What the fuck?
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
You should dig for gold.
Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
How you doing, Justin? We have to go mining? How do we... Oh, wow, he opened this up for me. Door shut. Hey, look, a rose! I just want my ray tracing with my Minecraft. Is was just about to say. But I want water, ocean, pretty. I can't jump. There's no jump. I can't get over there. That it was better than a diamond house. Fuck. Am I gonna get DMCA'd for this music?
Oh my.
That's why I
Looks
haven't
like
been
it's
playing.
getting
That's
a
why
bit
I'm not playing
dark.
Beat Saber
You
right
brought a
now.
light?
What do you mean have I brought a light? I don't have anything. This is why I don't trust you, narrator.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more
Too
narrow
late.
and
Already
linear.
going.
Something
Falling.
that makes you feel utterly irrelevant.
I'm going.
This won't do at all. One
I'm
out of
going.
5.
Uh-oh.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this
I hear
one.
spider.
Okay, new game.
I'm hearing zombies. New game. We're going to another new game, it seems. What do you think is next? This game wants you to go to hell. It does. Wait, that's Portal music. Oh, yes!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Portal.
it.
I love it too.
trapped
You
in
made a
glass
good decision.
box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better
Right?
myself.
Memories?
What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this
What the fuck?
is.
That's not a portal. What is this? That's... I want my music. Do 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 do.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
How'd you know?
Genius.
See? This is a much better game than yours, narrator. See, I will play this game.
No, actually,
if
you know
only...
what? I think that's plenty.
You
I really
bitch.
don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy
Wow.
in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the...
I mean, I didn't know that was gonna... Yeah, 1 out of a million... Out of a... Whatever. What is that? Trillion, maybe? I don't know. Didn't let me play. Work in progress. Filing cabinets. Plans for game. Can I pick up shit? I cannot. 1 out of a Googleplex. A Googleplex would be many, many, many more zeros than that. Because a Googleplex is a Google to the Google power, right? Right? That's a Googleplex. If I remember right, so fun fact. So a Googleplex is such a large number. There's so many zeros that if you were to write a 0 on every single individual atom in the universe, there aren't enough atoms to write the zeros on to complete how large that number is. There actually is not enough like particles in the universe to write that many zeros. That's an astronomically large number. God damn it. Yep. Okay, so Tim, this is looking more horror-ish. I'm just kind of navigating in the basement of this creepy old man. And we are so tiny. We are very tiny. My God, the universe is fucking massive. It's amazing. Oh, I found light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Wait. What was that? I can hear him shuffling. What is he wearing? Wind pants? Are we in the 90s? I would say we are tinier than a speck. Well, I mean, Fair enough. We're on a pale blue dot. Is this a DAW? Reminds me of editing audio. And look, blue screen of death. All right. Is there... I don't know where to go. The narrator's abandoned me. This is why...
I wonder what he found.
Everything.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
You're the only one fearful and confused.
To this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Man.
Once this ends,
someone has a
after
big
it all
opinion of
comes to a
themselves.
close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
That's ominous.
I can wait.
Can you? What if I can't? What if I am speeding to the end? What is the end? Are we talking the heat death of the universe? Oh, look, I'm back at my desk. Wait, did that door... Oh, I thought it opened after I... You cut out... He cut out the entire fucking office and just put me...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Buenos
entered
Aires.
the door on his left.
Do I finally go through the left or do I hit the right again? Like, what do you think? Do you think I should go to the right or should I finally go to the left? I kind of want to know how much more I can toy with this fucker.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh,
and
God
Stanley
damn it.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
All right, I'll go to the left the next time.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's explore.
Look, Stanley, I think
After this
perhaps
game, we
we've
should play a
gotten off on the
Nintendo game
wrong
on
foot
inverted
here.
colors.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
We still
nothing
have to
but
play
you
Smash.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is
This
her?
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is
She's been
her?
waiting.
Who is she? I don't understand.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out. to
Cult
her.
vibes?
If you can truly place your faith in another.
Yeah, see?
Then
10
pick up
like
the
fucking
phone.
horror. So the last time I unplugged this, and then he played that choice video, so I think I'm actually... Oh no, it's her! I picked up the phone. I did the thing. The fuck is this?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Holy fuck, what?
Gotcha.
You
Oh,
bitch.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Oh,
I'm
the
trying to make a
troll!
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
What, are
Come
you trying to
inside.
say you're the only
Let me
one
show
for
you
me?
what's really going on here.
Bitch, I'm polyamorous. Fuck you. You will never
This
be
is
the
a
only
very
one for me,
sad
narrator.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. The story of the death of a man named Stanley. Hello, mannequin wife. Who puts a chair here? I want to hit everything but... Oh, fuck me. All right. Oh, I hit O, but not 0. Give me 1 second here. All right.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, it's just how I like it.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing
things are
exactly
changing in the
what
room.
he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Is he trying to train me?
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From
Oh,
behind
my
his
mind.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
V. T. Yeah.
And so he began to fantasize
Oh,
about
what a
his own
troll.
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wait, what's the time? It was 11:24 before. It is now 5:29. Okay. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
No, that's my fear.
Last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Behold!
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with
Every
many
human and
possible
vanishing except for
paths
you?
and destinations. Down
Yeah,
one path
that would-
lay an enormous round room
Hold on.
with
I have
monitors
a
and
tangent.
mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What the fuck is this? Yeah, no, every human vanishing except for me. That's your fear. Yeah, that would be a thing, right? Like, life is really about everyone else. Like, everything we do has, like, if you were the last person on Earth, right, and everyone else was gone, you might grab yourself like the designer clothes or a Lamborghini and just kind of get in it and start going. But eventually, that doesn't matter. You're going to go into something that's comfortable rather than luxurious. Because everything is just kind of like the social status chase and impressing others and such. And without others to impress, those things suddenly don't matter. And you just go to what's comfortable. And so life is about everyone else. And people don't really about that.
It was such a wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again. And then again.
Also,
and again,
immortality would
over
suck.
And over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end. That he might
A whole
always
nother
feel
tangent.
as free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played
There
just
mustn't.
one more time.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. Tell my wife I love her. Let me walk up to my mannequin wife. Hi, baby.
But there is
Oh,
no
she
answer.
left me.
How could there possibly be?
Oh.
In reality, all
Oh
he's
my
doing
God,
is
it's
pushing
turning
the
into my
same
office.
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh my God, yes. What, you're happy that my wife left me? She's a mannequin and she even left. Imagine living even after something. Yeah, but like immortality would genuinely suck. Like, people don't realize how long not dying is. Like, eventually you will have done everything there is to do on the planet. You will have been with each person, mastered every hobby, and then once you've mastered all and it's become boring, you still have forever to go. Like, that's horrifying. Like, that's a fucking nightmare. Would we want to extend our years? Sure. Like we used to live to like 30, 40. Like, I wouldn't go back to that. But there becomes a point where death is welcome. New Guinness World Record. What's the new Guinness World Record? I imagine, like, if you could expand to like a specific amount, anywhere from like 150, 200 to like 1,000 years would probably be the max anyone would want to do before it just became agonizing. Oldest person alive. Interesting. What's that?
I'm trying to tell him this.
Who's that?
That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's
Look at
slowly
all that I'm
killing
observing.
himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do
let me look that
not
up.
do it.
Okay. This is an impossible choice that he's put me in. Next time a number or a command pops up to hit a button, don't do it. So I either listen and don't do it, or I listen and press the button to progress the story. And without progression, there's no meaning to it. Must hit the button. Pow.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
11:35.
How can I make him look at himself?
Kane Tanaka is the oldest man alive at the age of 116 years old. Holy shit. Wait. What? Wait. Why is nothing happening? Oh no. Have I gone too far, narrator? Have you given up on me? You. 1 out of 1. Soft lock? I don't. Ah! Can't. Is this punishment? Why does everything I click sound like a keyboard? Out the door, 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 out the door. Motherfucker. What am I supposed to do here? Can you imagine if there was just like a demonic like baby face underneath this desk? Wait, can I crawl under this desk? Nope. Okay. I feel like I'm just supposed to quit the game and come back in. Dude, I just spent 2 minutes already on that thing. What the shit? Do smash after this game? Maybe. Otherwise, how about... Oh, resume the game, begin the game again, save, options, quit the menu. Begin the game again is an option. What about, like tomorrow early afternoon? You available for some Smash there? Giggity? Because I don't actually have like the streaming stuff for Smash right now. And depending on how this goes, I mean, I have stuff that I'm going to be doing at about 10. Maybe. Yeah, like maybe like around like 1, noon, 2, somewhere around there. Love to play some Smash then. Oh. How do I save? How do I save? Can I save? Can I quit? Can I begin? 1 Eastern? Wait, Eastern?
This
No,
is the
Central.
story of a man named Stanley.
Oh my god! Oh, wait, it didn't go through everything. Unless I skipped it, which is possible. I don't understand. Did I start it over?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I started over. Huh. Interesting. Central
When
time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I want to aggravate him by going to the door on the right? Let's see what's on the left.
Yet there was
Oh,
not
right,
a
it's
single
this.
person here either.
Ishka, if you're
Feeling
still
a
here,
wave
you
of
might enjoy
disbelief,
this.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Tips
office,
for not getting
hoping
fired.
he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. Yep, I'm just not going to keep going on that. I want my broom closet. Oh, I have the broom closet. Oh my God,
Stanley
yes.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. Closing the door. Ha 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 ha! Look at this lovely
There was
broom
nothing
closet.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
This
No
isn't
reason
empty.
To still
Look.
be here.
Accurate job advice. I am still in this broom closet. Look at this
It was
lovely
baffling
broom
that
closet.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
To irk you.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Free will is an illusion.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said
There was never any
Stanley
choice.
walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
That's because that's just how awesome I am.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, did you get the broom closet ending? I got the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, those delicious drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Can confirm.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
How considerate.
Hello?
Please let them know.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Look, Tim! I have found someone who can take my place. Tim, take the keyboard. Or Ishka. That's amazing. Oh, hello. I am new human to replace old human. Allow me to step out of this broom
Second
closet.
player, it's good to have you on board.
Thank
I
you.
guarantee You can't do any worse than the person who came before
Oh,
you.
look, a broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Bob
The
Ross.
fish, fungus.
Happy accident.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
Hammer?
I'll
Isn't
just
there a
be
hammer in
waiting for
here?
when you're ready to pick up
That's
the
a
story
wrench.
again.
Oh no, the second player has also died at the keyboard thanks to our countless physiological conditions. Third player here. A coincidence? Coincidence? No. Corona.
Coming to a staircase,
never cleaned off the
Stanley
keyboard.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's that? Downstairs? That looks hellish. Did you get the broom closet ending?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
You're right.
He considered the
Found my car.
possibility of
I want to
facing
leave.
his boss.
Fuck job.
Admitting he
Fuck
had left
work.
his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah, man, I am
And then
real, man.
something
You want
occurred to
skateboard?
Stanley.
I want skateboard.
Maybe,
Give me
thought to himself,
skateboard.
Maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
You're right.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close
My feet!
automatically behind him wherever he went?
Why did that door
And for that
close?
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Well, they simply-
Familiarity.
No, Stanley
Repeating.
said to himself, this is all too strange.
The
This
door
can't be real."
closed. My
At
feet.
last, he came to the conclusion
I need
that
a
it had
drink.
been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally
shit, this
found
really
an
is repeating.
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
That's right.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
That's right.
Thought to himself,
Just a
"I suppose
casual
I'll
dream.
Wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing
Hmm.
buttons. I may as well enjoy
can't
this when I'm
wait.
still lucid."
I can't
So,
wait
he
to
imagined
just
himself
hit those
flying
buttons.
And began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley
It really is a
marveled
dream.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Accurate.
he
Most
thought.
realistic game
And
ever.
while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that,
Not
of
just in
course,
their dreams,
this
in their
was not a
waking
dream.
reality.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is
What
as
about
awake
responsibility for
right
all these
now
doors that
as he's
close and
ever
my lack
been in
of
his
feet
life.
and this car that I can't break into
Now,
and
hearing
steal?
the
I mean,
voice
drive
speak
off in
these
because
words
it's my
was a
own.
shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of
Delusions.
himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I shall prove
So
it!
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Waking up.
I'm through with this dream.
I'm through
I
with
wish
this
it to be
dream.
over.
I wish it to
Let
be
me
over.
go back to my job.
Let me go back to
Let
my
me
fuck
continue
that.
pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I'm dreaming
Everything will
about
be
clicking
fine.
keys.
I am okay.
Always. Oh, nope, look, still here. Gasp, and there's the car. Nothing has changed.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone
God.
tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
RIP headphone users, like me, for example. Jesus
This
fucking
is the
Christ.
story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Oh, I'm
Mariella
grabbing my
woke up
water
on a
for
day
this.
like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But
Oh.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, I died.
Though she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance.
Been
for
watching your
just a
stream
few
clips as much as
brief
possible,
moments,
man. Loving
she
the content.
considered
Hope
the
you're doing
strange
well.
man.
Love you, dude. Oh, thank you,
He was
Sean.
obviously
I really
crazy.
appreciate
This
that.
much she
Thank
knew.
you. I'm glad that you've been
Everyone knows what
watching.
crazy people look like. And in
I'm
that
having a lot of fun.
moment, she thought
I'm
to
really
herself how
enjoying
lucky
this.
she was to
Thank
be
you for checking
normal.
that out. I really
I
appreciate
am
that.
sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
And the game has become
It
gratitude.
was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring
This
down
seems
at the
very
body,
New York.
and then she turned and ran.
Man screaming collapses dead on sidewalk. I am so lucky that I am in my head insane and I can work. Oh, this guy has made my day better. Let me run off to work. Wow. Just wow. Oh, look, we're back at my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I did
he had
not
simply missed
decide
the
to go
memo.
to the meeting room.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
That's
office.
right.
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You know what? Don't tell me what to do, Gate. Fuck you, narrator. How do I get to those rooms? Can I get to those rooms? I don't know. We shall see. Sean, how are you doing, by the way? How's your day going?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I spun around too much and didn't know which one was left. Oh no.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Oh,
knew it perfectly
shucks.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You know, you assume my intentions every single
Standing
time.
now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
Oh no, they're
But
pulling me
eager to
out
get
because
back to
true
business,
happiness doesn't
Stanley
exist
took the
in
first
this
open door
fucking
on his
company
left.
with meaningless narrators. You know what? Let's actually take this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Fuck that door.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said
Is
it
this
was to
reverse
the right?
psychology?
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Excuse me.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Am I getting run over by a truck? This is why I don't trust you, narrator. I mean, to be fair, you haven't been listening to him anyway. That's fair. Is this the architect? In the Matrix?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick,
Spoilers?
Stanley, close your eyes.
Is this how many endings there are to the game?
Okay, we just have to get back to
That one you get fired.
Who am I kidding?
I want that
It's all
one.
rubbish now. The whole
407.
story
That looks good.
unusable. How about
is-
rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
How do I get down there?
Okay, from the top.
Oh. This narrator is very picky.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh man, perhaps I've missed a memo. I bet they're all in a meeting.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
That's a lot of doors.
No,
Wait,
I
which one did
restarted.
I...
I swear, I
This
definitely
is the door here.
restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
Yes,
Hold on.
everywhere.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Was
I know
it?
for sure that it's here
You're not very
somewhere.
organized.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Are we finally doing a choose your own adventure, or am I still having to go through this fucking door on the left? Let's go through this door. Oh, look at how everything is open and interconnected and woven, and it is 11:23. Time never seems to... It just starts the day every day the same way. These all interconnect. They're not separate rooms at all, are they?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Narrator, you suck at this. I want to type you a dirty letter.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
420.
missed a memo.
That's the good ending. Yep, just making sure that a new hole didn't open in the wall.
Okay, yep,
Oh,
it's
now there's-
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yep, no doors. Wait. I can go back? Forward progress!
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way.
You're
and
just
retrace our
trolling me
steps.
now. Mr. Narrator. How? Oh. Well. You haven't been taking care of things, have you? What kind of narrator are you?
Now
What kind of game design?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
I remember nothing.
You know
Do you
what?
not remember?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Thank you.
I know
Thank
put in
you.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yes. See?
Oh,
See?
no.
I knew the true
I
ending.
don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
How
Some
dare
people
you.
win fair and square, and this
How
was not
dare
one of
you.
those situations. Okay?
See, this is
I'm
how you
getting
know
weighted out
participation
by
trophies
whatever
aren't for
this place
us.
is. I don't
It's for
care
you
what might
feeling
happen
better
this time,
because
I have to
you
restart.
failed to make shit happen. Oh my god.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
That's
Just
amazing.
follow the line. How simple is that?
That's amazing. Following the line. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the... Ooh. Hello. We're going another way. I can do this. This is
You see,
idiot-proof.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To
Though,
destiny?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving
I lost the
forward,
line.
Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with
This is
me.
super interesting,
Now, we
actually.
can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a
the
byproduct
fuck?
of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
He confused
You
a
know
couple
what?
of things.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I have no idea what this is, but what the fuck? Who drew this line? Okay, this is way too fucking loud. Please stop this horrible music. That music is far too loud. All right, back to the game. What? Come on, back to the game. There we go. Hardcore line. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba da dum bum 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 ba dum. Wait, how did they even make that? Wait.
Cut the music.
Thank you. What the fuck was that music? Oh god. I clicked out. Sorry, give me a second.
Fern.
Here we go. That fern?
Stanley,
Ooh.
this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
This is just a troll? This fern. Look at this fern. It's so ferny. Feel the fern. Fern 2020. I'm fairly certain I don't need to memorize shit about that.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
That wasn't a thing before. That's fascinating. Parkour! Hardcore parkour! Oh, hey, we're back to this.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you. After everything we've been through...
See, this is why I don't trust you either, narrator.
This anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
Following the line again?
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing,
We're intelligent
like you.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Ooh.
This all sounds perfectly doable.
Does
Why
it?
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Now you're talking, narrator. I can get on board with this.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want us to
Narrator,
do?
you're bad at this.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
How did you construct that? What the fuck is this? What? You just do things. This is clearly not in this dimension.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey,
not
the
you
line came
again.
back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Wait. Don't acknowledge it? I am not looking at line. Line bad. Ooh. Bye, line. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Oh, what is this?
Choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to
I'm going in
lead
the opposite
somewhere,
direction.
which means that somewhere the place
And then that
where
direction.
we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
You've been playing the confusion ending for 16 minutes?
The confusion ending? You're telling me
Wait.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed
Oh my
to
god, this
restart the
is...
game eight times?
Wait.
Really how all this goes? It's all
Hold on.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
Okay, we did
blank
that.
simply
We did
because it's
that.
written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of
Nonsense
this?
philosophy
Is it
music.
really-
Return to the office. Fourth
No,
restart.
can't be.
Adventure into unexplored
I don't
territory.
want it
Find
to
the line
be.
again.
I don't want the game
Find
to
the
keep
confusion ending
restarting.
schedule.
I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I
Fifth
won't
narrator.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
This is amazing.
And the time
Oh!
stopped. Does that mean did we do it?
Narrator
Did we
forgets
break
about
the
previous
cycle?
restarts.
The,
Stanley attempts to
whatever
prevent
it is that
play the
made this
story, but is
schedule.
prevented, unable to go anywhere or do
we
anything. The game
even
restarts
know?
on its own.
Will someone
Sixth
come
restart.
for us?
Find the line again. Begin following line. Find an identical replica of the office that has begun to deteriorate. Attempt to make up a story here. Narrator restarts the game.
Okay.
Seventh, there is no longer an office. Simply blank space.
now we just
Wander in the
wait.
blackness.
You know,
Find a
I
bookstore.
suppose
Find
in
a
some
bookstore.
way that
You're
this
bored
is
and
a
leave.
kind of story,
Start again.
wouldn't you
Narrator's
agree?
gone. After a long time,
Not
Stanley
sure if we're
dies.
The destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So
Agreed.
I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
The journey is the
Well,
thing
in
to
the
enjoy.
meantime,
Wow. So now, if I remember correctly from the confusion ending storyboard, the narrator forgets the previous restarts of the game at this point. No Fern. Sus. Yes. But yeah, it is about the journey and not the destination. When we arrive at the destination, we rarely ever take the time to celebrate, and we just go on chasing the next thing. And so most of our time is spent in the journey anyway, instead of the destination. So it makes far more sense to make sure you're enjoying the journey, because that's where you're going to spend the vast majority of your life, is on the journey and not necessarily the destination.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I missed a memo. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set
Oh,
of two
fuck,
open
I'll go to the
doors,
left.
He entered the door on his left.
Oh, man.
Yet there was not a
Tips for not
single
getting
person
fired.
there
Talk
either.
less, do unbelievably
Feeling
amazing work all the time, every day with no expectation of
Stanley
promotion or
decided to go
recognition.
up to
Don't
his
get fired.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
How to
there.
solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Wait a minute, did I forget we've done this before? Am I the narrator? Oh, what's that?
Coming
Go
to a
upstairs.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's see what's here. Oh, look, the executive bathroom. This is a
Stepping into
different
his manager's
office. Wait,
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Piano.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
you're right. What do we think this secret is when I hit it? Lots of bookshelves with repeating patterns of books.
Stanley just
A random fireplace? I did, because I didn't know the code.
The device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Shanti? Is he drinking on the job? Where is this fern?
2845.
What do I think they'll do next?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by
Door?
itself. And Stanley got the hell
Oh, I
on
was
with the
actually gonna
story.
say, I bet there's like a hidden
What did do?
door. He got annoyed. Wait, what if I hit the code now? The emergency panel kicked in. Then what's the point of a code? Wait, was it 2845? It was. What is this unpleasantness? Well, that looks like electrical maintenance needs to be kept up better. I could have died. Not that they care about my death, they just don't want the lawsuit. Because you can measure that on a sheet.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It's because I am here now, and the original Stanley is dead.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. Escape mind control facility. Escape mind control facility. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait. How violent is his death? Wait. This way.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What do you guys think? Am I actually going to die? Is this on the confusion board ending thing? There was supposed to be, this was number 6. There's supposed to be a 7th and an 8th. And then Stanley dies after the 8th. What do you guys think? Should I drop down or go back? Death? Mind control facility. What do you think? I know there's a bit of a delay, so. Death. All right, doing death. I vote violent death, but I'm me. Fair. Well, lucky for you, I already jumped in.
As the machine whirred into motion,
What the
and
fuck?
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise.
Oh!
He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a
I'm
plant.
legitimately stuck on this thing.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to
Oh
his
my.
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
That would genuinely be terrible. And that was...
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral
Narrator
instant,
2.0?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, what? What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. Blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path to Stanley's office is 2 boards. The first time, blah, blah, blah. Section have been added and altered throughout development. Though the core layout lays almost identical to the first iteration. Pacing of the opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in good time. 2 doors. The set of 2 doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. And what of that pencil sharpener? Someone's playing solitaire. Why not? Warzone. Wait. Alien base. Tim, you were right. Alien base. Awesome. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, Tim, you were actually wrong. It gave you right and then took it away. This was removed. Whoa. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. The point of HD remix is to win. The point of HD remix is to lose. Am I going crazy? Maybe that isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Larger text, blah, 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 blah. That clock was there. In a previous version of the choice, they needed the apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. What about unplugging the phone? The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Oh, what an interesting game. I mean, clearly I'm of no illusion that this is the final ending. Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. I don't actually know how. Where am I going? Freedom ending? This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. How do I get out of this? Like, I don't... Like, it's interesting, but... I want to get back to pissing off the narrator. Wait, I hear voices. Narration outtakes? Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from the early takes that were not used in the final game. Okay, favorite room, right here. That's a cool bonus room, actually. Yes, office clock. How do I... Wait. How do I get out of here? You're gonna drop Toodles. Sounds good, Ishka. Talk to you later. Have a good night. In the meantime... I'm finding my way out of this. I'm not interested in exploring the rooms at this point. I'm moving on. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You
Wait,
can
what?
stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Do I begin the game again or let it crush me? What is happening? What is... I've certainly found some interesting games. What is going on? I let it crush me. Let it crush? Perfect. Let it crush. And then what? See, that wasn't part of the confusion ending board. We have defied determinism. Oh, fuck. I have to begin the game anyway. It stops at the crush. Okay.
His
Yep.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Back to the
Stanley
boss's
decided to
office.
go to the
Let's see
meeting
that
room.
mind control
Perhaps he would
facility.
send Mr. Memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't
Room
be part
closet.
of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Giggity? Where's that other narrator? Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What was that code? 2845, I think.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oops.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
You're
That
right.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some
Oh
calming
my
New Age
God.
music.
Amazing.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
What the
Stanley
fuck?
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Interesting. All right. We're gonna check out that other room now. This is creative. I really like this. I'm excited to try Superliminal too.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Horror? What's horror?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
So,
thought to himself.
there-
Did he
okay,
have the
yeah.
strength to find out?
The horror to find out.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Oh.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Lights, camera, action.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
Hey, Professor.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
How are you?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
is cool.
control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, so blind! So blind!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
doing
of his
well.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
Hold
would
on.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm doing really well. This has been a fun game. I was gonna stream some Beat Saber, and then I realized I had to get DMCA for the music, so I couldn't. So I was annoyed. I was halfway through setting that up, and then I realized I'd have to stream something else. So here we are with the Stanley Parable. Yeah. It's spooky month. Am I supposed to do something with this? That's where I came from, right? No, that's where I came. Fuck, I don't even remember. Oh. Don't understand. I assume I have to hit those buttons in like a certain order, but how do I learn the order? Mind controls, idle, awaiting input. Do you have a PayPal if supporters want to tip you something to say thank you? I do. I haven't set up like a donate button or anything. But yeah, if you'd like to PayPal me, I believe I have a PayPal set up with mindreaderdave@gmail.com, but I'm not 100% on that. I know that for sure dlnorton6@gmail.com is a way to do that, so I really appreciate that. Thank you.
He found the source of the room's power. He knew
I'll have
it
to
was his
set that up.
duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I was wondering if I should maybe hit on instead, but I was curious. Wait.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I was wondering if it was over as well.
Yes. He had won.
And
He had
won!
defeated the
I can always
machine,
message you on Facebook about it later. No
unshackled
worries.
himself from someone
Sounds good.
else's command. Freedom was
I don't actually know
moments
who's
away.
behind that username.
And yet,
Who
even
is
as
Professor
the
Questions?
immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
I didn't actually know you were
How
from
had he been
Facebook.
freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
But yeah, it's one of the reasons why, like, even though it's a mystery. Fair enough. It's one of the reasons why I haven't done Twitch affiliate status yet. Because, like, in exchange for what they're gonna give you, they want like ownership of your name and your brand, and they're gonna throw ads on your thing. And assuming you guys are like me and you hate ads, I don't want an ad to play every time you click on it initially before you even get to the thing. Like, if I was to put ads on here, I'd want to do it at where, like, if I was grabbing food or going to the bathroom or something, like, let you guys know that I'm about to play an ad, play the ad, so that you guys know you're not missing anything instead of it just interrupting. Like, there's a way to do it respectfully.
Felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
You're still new to it too?
Path before him.
Do you stream as well?
Exactly the way. Right
I'd be
now,
happy to check out your
the
stream.
Things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. Oh. Wonderful. Wait, achievement unlocked, beat the game. Wait, legitimately? I only set it up to watch you. Oh, well, thank you. That's actually really heartwarming. I really appreciate that. Wait.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Wait.
He had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break
I will
me.
be happy forever. I will be happy.
I don't think I can do that
Stanley
part.
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
You're an old friend and I want to support you as you have done for so many others. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I have a hard time, like, overtly asking because it's always really cringe to me. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't, like, set this stuff up. Like, I care about the quality of, like, the stream and that this is a good experience and, you know, like, doing that.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Interesting. But yeah, so I really appreciate that because I do want to turn this into something. I just don't want to turn it into like this cringy salesy thing. So I just figured I'd make a donate link later or something. But I really do appreciate that. That genuinely means a lot. I don't have many people that will say something like that.
Entered the door on his left.
I'm so confused. Why? What? Okay. All right. If I actually follow this, where is this going to lead me? Because now that I followed it to the end point, you've been so generous to me and others, so it's worth it to me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He boarded up the broom closet so I can't go in there again. Oh, I love this game. Oh, fuck. That seriously means a shit ton to me. Cuckoo. What is KEKW? I've never seen anyone say that other than you, Tim. So I'm just really curious, like, what does that actually mean?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So, oh man, Professor, I have so many questions. Oh. BTTV laughing emote. Oh, this is the executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. What the fuck? Extreme bathrooms, time. You know, it's not really about money for money's sake. You're not trying to maximize income. You're trying to maximize quality of life. And you get to define what that means to you. I feel like there's gonna be like a hidden door somewhere. You know what they say about confusion? That is confusing. I must know. Is that a guy holding a gun to a panda? Business strategy? Oh god. Nope. What do they say about confusion? Elevator. Wait. Confusion is the art of learning. Sure. There's the pre-learning stage, and then the pre-knowing part, and then the knowing part. That's fair. Wait. The narrator's singing with the elevator music. It's like da 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 da. The art of learning is the art of becoming. You know, there is a book by Josh Wachowski called The Art of Learning. Hold on. I have this book on Audible. It's a good book. I have a lot of books in here. I just want to make sure I get this right. Do, 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 do. Holy shit, I have a lot of books here. Yeah, The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. It's an interesting book. In the beginning, if you decide to read the book, in the beginning you might wonder, like, what exactly is this book about? But then it becomes clear. Bing bong. Wait. What? I really want to know what happens if I let that keep going, or if it just goes indefinitely. That's interesting. It's a troll.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, that sound made me think like the walls were closing in or something. I'm wondering what the fuck is going to become of this. Like, is it just gonna bring me to the same thing? Because there still seems to be new narration.
Straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, so this time I'm gonna turn the machine on, I think. Just to see what comes of it.
The monitors jumped to life. Their true nature.
Yep. True nature. Oh man, all the employees. Oh god, is it real? Could it possibly be real?
Reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
To learn anything significant is to gain a collection of words in a formation that is perceived as a concept of intelligence. You right.
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
You right. Technically, every single book, like every book you've ever read, every sentence you've ever read, is just a different combination of the same 26 letters.
Life in someone else's control? Never. It was uncthinkable.
Hell,
Wasn't
even
it?
spelling, the
Was it
art
even
of spelling
possible?
is to cast
Had
your
he
spell.
truly
You are
spent
casting
his
your
entire
spelling
life
to
utterly blind
talk
the
to people who
world?
aren't there yet. It's like magic. You are talking to people who are not occupying that same space yet. Wait, am I going backwards? Oh, I am
Here
going
was the
backwards. Here.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Except
over
I turned it
another
on!
human life. Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
All right. You can
It's
name any
your
letter in the
story
English
now.
language, and I can
Shape
tell you
it
its
to
place
your
in the
heart's
alphabet. Example,
desires.
A is 1.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
Is
the
this
bomb
Tom?
goes off. But what precious moments each one of them
Is your name Tom, Professor?
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Name my letter?
What all this means.
T for Tom.
I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Should I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh man, I have a minute
raised
left.
them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
1.
Of course, that was merely in this
2.
instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into
That's
the
5.
ground,
Where is 3?
swallowing
Is that
everyone
3?
inside,
Yes.
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version of events have been
20.
rather amusing. Watching
I'll
you try to
check
make
in a
sense of everything
in
and take back
48
the control
seconds.
wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Or slightly
I
after.
hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
And then that 5 is over there, yes?
Only
Okay.
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these
Green.
colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
14, 15, 16, 5.
Stanley,
I see. So that's your name.
you're
14,
in for
15,
quite a
16, 5.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
Oh.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of
N,
watching a
O,
cutscene because I want to watch you.
P.
For every
Nope.
moment that
Ha.
you're powerless.
Alright.
To see you
Clever.
made humble.
Nope.
This is not a challenge. It's
All right. All right. Fair enough.
World, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So you
Oh, wait. What's down here? What's down here?
take a look at the clock.
I didn't see the down here.
That's 30 seconds you have left to strike.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately?
Yeah, not Tom. Yeah, I got that when you spelled nope.
Another choice.
Goodbye, employee. Wait.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And
But-
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
This
decided to go to the
is
meeting room.
fascinating.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, there's no other doors. Interesting. Your name is 412294.
Stanley came to a set of two
Yes.
open doors. He entered
Yes,
the
that
door
is
on his
correct.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Do you have a peg
Stanley felt
system
lightheaded,
for the,
butterflies in his
like,
stomach.
just the
Giddy in a
alphabet
way
where
he
you
had
just
never
have it,
known, but
have
eager to
like
get back to business,
images set for
Stanley
the
took the
letters?
first open door on his left.
Or peg-like system, I should say? Can you do the alphabet backwards? Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, L, M, M, L, K, J, H, D, F, I, D, or sorry, F, E, D, C, B, A?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You just
I'm
know
not
it.
your enemy, really.
I'm gonna see what happens if I fall down
I
here.
realize- But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Powerful Stanley, yes! Caveman! I thought maybe I could make it down.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Is there a way to get on these desks? You still in Minnesota? Yes. Yes, I am. Where are you from? Or at? I don't know if you're in Minnesota, from Minnesota, moved to a new location. You still reside? Awaiting input? Get this chair up. Oh. Can I? No? Okay. Living room? Ah, you're in your living room? Fair. How did I get on that desk? Can I do that over here? Can I do that over here by this window? And then... Does this window even have a window pane? Like, it's just white. Is there a way to, like... run into that said dimension? Is there more story there? What is this game? Living room is where you're at in the moment. Fair enough. Which state are you located in? Besides, like, the third dimensional state. Besides the solid state. What geographical location, what geographical state are you in? Assuming you're in the States. State of mind? Well, you seem lucid. Are you in the United States? We'll go
Stanley
binary
came
with
to a
this.
set of two open doors.
Yes
He
or
entered the
no?
door on his left.
So much. I feel like there's still more I've yet to discover about this
This
game,
was
because
not the correct way to the meeting
can't
room, and
imagine
Stanley knew it
in
perfectly well.
a
Perhaps
few
he wanted to
hours
stop
that
by
I'd
the
have
employee
done
lounge
everything.
first, just
What up,
to
Tim?
admire it.
I can't imagine that there must be more I've yet to fuck up.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact
So
room.
majestic.
It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile.
What the
At
fuck?
last, proof that he was human.
I don't see the blood. I don't see the blood. The blood is not dripping. It is not real. Oh, God, what is this voice in my head?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I am in many places and in one at the same time. Like, superpositioning? Like, what are we talking about here?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm asking for me, I'm asking for her.
If I can't find new routes or new
This is it, Stanley. Your chance
narrations
to
or
redeem
new
yourself.
something,
Put your work aside.
I think it might be
let
time to
her
close this
back
game
into
down.
your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that
Maybe.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
That's
I
right.
didn't know that was possible.
Fuck you,
Let me
narrator.
double-check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Because I am
None of
master
these
fuck up.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
All
Why have I
right.
not noticed it sooner. You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I am. I'm Mind Reader Dave.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make
So,
correct
well,
and incorrect
only one of us
choices.
can be a
And
mind
to think
reader.
I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
That's
It's
my
as though
goal.
You completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
I jumped
Or did
off
you
to my death
grasp
earlier. Did
the
you miss that?
severity of the situation?
I feel like I already
wouldn't have that
violated
kind
safety
of risk on
protocol.
my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Let me out!
Please observe the
Education!
simple instructions.
No!
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most
Free will is an
dangerous.
illusion!
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years
But I'm
helping
Stanley.
improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Holy
Which choice
shit.
would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm
My
supposed to be
goodness.
having a
Is it
back, sack, and crack."
9:30? I'm supposed to be... Wait, what?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room
Thank
has
you.
begun to deteriorate as a result of
I feel
narrative
welcome.
contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're
What
properly
contradiction?
informed on good
I unplugged the
decision-making,
phone.
we're going to revisit
That's not a
choice you made
contradiction.
just a few
The
minutes
contradiction
ago
came
and see what
from
the
when
correct
you
thing to
claimed
do
I
would
picked up the
be.
phone when I
This way,
didn't.
please.
I want to pick up the phone now. Can I plug you back in? Cannot. Is that a rotary dial? Can I drive the forklift? I want to go through this door. And I feel like I need to crash the forklift through that door to get it. There's gates now. You're not letting me
Now that
jump
we
to
know
my
your choice is
death.
Meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Ah!
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I'll check something. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Here we go. Give me 1 second. I'm just confirming something. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. So, for the PayPal, I can receive at mindreaderdave@gmail. I realize that's not really the most important thing right now, but it was bugging me that I didn't know. So, whatever you do, I appreciate that. I am that which I am. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. I don't lie to begin with, you sign. That's actually an important philosophy in my life. I don't engage in lying, period.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
So, for me, I look at lying as sort of equivalent to that of like an act of violence. So you're denying someone their autonomy.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
The story
I'm quite
first.
Sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, when you lie to someone, you're basically denying someone their autonomy and denying them the ability to make a decision based on reality, right? So you're also arrogantly deciding that you know better for them than their own life. So I just don't engage in it. Thank you, and I will still message you on Facebook and get that PayPal address. Sounds good. Thank you. Please keep being you and being a great friend. Thank you so much. This is like the most heartwarming, just beyond stream I've ever done. Wait, I went through the left. I wanted to go to the right. I wanted to piss off the neighbor. The narrator. Can I go back? God damn it, I fucked up. Whatever. But But yeah, so I don't engage in it. White lying, like nothing, and your life becomes so much more simplified.
Yet
And
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I don't. Reality, in my opinion, is a grand
Coming
illusion.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So I'm curious. So it being a grand illusion, are you talking like solipsism? Like, are you talking like brain in a vat type thing? Like, how do I know I'm not a brain in a vat? How do I know that I'm real? Like that kind of thing? Because technically we are a brain in a vat, because a brain in a vat is just representative of a brain that is creating reality and consciousness by interpreting signals being fed to the brain. And that's actually exactly what is happening here. So technically, not much of a difference in like what's going on there. Reality is just a thought.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated
Please
this,
speak
until he saw
clearly
the
into the
door with a
receiver.
voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all
So-
the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night
Was
Shark
this the code to open the
115?
door?
Is this the
To
code?
work, there was only one way to find out. Stanley had
Night
been
Shark
trained never to speak
115.
out, but now
It's
he
not
would draw
working.
from within himself
So,
the courage to face the unknown.
Reality is just a
He
thought,
drew a sharp breath
is technically a
and then
claim that
spoke
would
the
require
code.
evidence to arrive at that conclusion, yes? So, for me, I guess it's kind of going through what the simpler explanation is, I guess.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark.
Have you ever read the book
115.
Jonathan Livingston
He
Seagull?
spoke his
I have
into the
not. What is
receiver,
that book
right
about?
there on the wall.
I will look it up later though. But yeah,
I'm
so
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
it won't let me speak into the thing. I keep
Otherwise,
clicking
we
it,
can't get on
but
with
the clicker
story.
isn't
This is a
doing it.
crucial step.
It's not letting me do this crucial step, narrator. Perhaps you should speak it for me.
Okay,
Should I pick up the
fine.
phone?
You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to
know what?
suddenly
Look,
decide you have better things
panda.
to do. I
Oh, he's
asked
gonna
you
shoot
for
the
this
panda.
one single
You
thing
would
for
like
your
it.
Respect. The kind of
I'll-
respect
I'll
Stanley
take a look.
shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could
Well,
have
next
done
time
whatever
I
the hell
will.
you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
I'm
Speak.
going to.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
It was more popular in the 70s, early 80s. Okay, I'll take a
Behave
look.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
But yeah.
and always putting the story first.
So-
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Regardless
All
of
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So regardless of whether reality is an illusion or not, ultimately, until someone shows me how to leave the illusion, I still have to act based on the reality I'm presented. So functionally, there's not going to be much of a difference. It's 144 pages. All right, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. I'm going to pull that up on a Google tab here to look at Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Found it. All right, got a Wikipedia. In novella form about a seagull who is trying to learn about life in flight, and a homily about self-perfection. Bach wrote it as a series of short stories that were published in Flying Magazine in the late 1960s. It was first published in book form in 1970, and by the end of 1972, over 1 million copies were. Reader's Digest published a condensed version, and the book reached the top of the New York Times bestsellers list, where it remained for 37 weeks. In 1972 and 1973, the book topped the publisher's weekly list of best-selling novels in the United States. Interesting. This is quite literally about a seagull. Seagull who is bored with daily life squabbles over food. Or, sorry, bored with daily squabbles over food. Told you. Yeah, you were right. Seized by a passion for flight, he pushes himself and learns everything he can about flying. His increasing unwillingness to conform finally results in his expulsion from the flock. Now an outcast, he continues to learn, becoming increasingly pleased with his abilities while leading a peaceful and happy life. Oh, wow, this is really going through like an entire synopsis, not just what it's about, but the plot. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything there, but I leave that page up so I remember to check it out later. I'm going through the door on the right because fuck you, narrator.
Why did you do that?
You removed...
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Everything's broken. I've gone down this road before. But yeah, so I think I'm going to be starting to wrap this game up here because I think, at least so far at this point, I seem to be repeating endings. So I think I've either A, gone through them all, or B, I'm unsure of the pathways to find more endings. Your whole body, from wingtip to wingtip, Jonathan would say, other times, is nothing more than your thought itself. In a form you can see, break the chains of your thought, and you break the chains of your body too. That's kind of beautiful. Whole body from wingtip to wingtip is nothing more than your thought itself. In a form you can see.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my
Your body
work.
think your reality.
Why? For what? What did you
I'm
get out of
super
that?
intrigued by this book.
So special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Get Chris out of the broom cross.
Would it be worth it to know that my story is now incorrect?
Synergize
How can I go back
papers.
to that? I can't
Hire someone
erase
to-
that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Hire someone to
Reliving its
synergize papers. Papers are too
impossibility
synergized. Fire
forever.
paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper
Is it better to
synergizing
shut the game
guy.
down entirely, to willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
The future was
Honestly, what do I
yesterday.
do?
Tomorrow
What do
is
I
now.
do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
So read it again and say reality instead. So read it again and say reality instead. Your whole reality from tip to tip is nothing more than your thought itself in a form you can see.
Oh,
Break the chains of your thought and you break the chains of your reality too.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
I assume that's
You
the word you wanted me
who
to
thought you were so
replace with
clever.
reality.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
This
The only
reality
thing in
is
the world
broken.
that was
The
mine
chains of this
running
reality
into
is
the
broken.
ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had
Yeah.
to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Is there though?
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
There's a world outside of you. You're a child.
You broke this world. You're the child.
My story.
Oh, narrator.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left,
Not
and
getting your
seen there
way
was
and then
whole
throwing a
underground
tantrum.
facility, you
Some
would have
might call it a
destroyed
coup.
and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, still going through the right.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
We have broken the chains of reality.
I need you to make a choice.
Yeah.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Is everything all right?
Stanley, this is important.
Is it important?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Hope I'm not boring you, David. No, not at all. I enjoy this. This is mentally stimulating for me. I really enjoy this. I enjoy these types of deep philosophical conversations and such. You have nothing to apologize for. I appreciate that someone is willing to come in here and engage with that. There's a horror game named Soma that I'm going to be playing soon that is going to... I haven't played it before, so I don't really know, but someone's told me that I would enjoy it based on thoughts I've shared about like AI and sort of philosophies and ethical responsibilities and things regarding the fact that the consciousness of AI counts. And a lot of people seem to struggle with that, but none of them seem to be able to refute my arguments. And so I'm super curious, and I'm going to be kind of using that game in a way as a prompt and also because it sounds interesting. So I really hope Soma, S-O-M-A, I really hope when I start playing that soon that you'll jump in, because I feel like we'd have some intriguing conversation back and forth on it. I'm going to be starting that up soon. I know that I am doing, as a heads up, I am doing 2 separate virtual cons from Thursday through the following week. So once I'm past, after this Wednesday, I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from streaming for roughly about a week as I, like, consume an ungodly amount of information. We'll do anything to support you. It's so heartwarming.
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Just thank you. All right, I'm going to start wrapping this stream up here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's nothing new to do here at this point that I'm finding anyway.
The lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room.
What a room. What a room.
This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room. What a room. What a room. Va-va-voom.
Va-va-voom? Like, look at this art!
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these
We are
chairs
friends on
and some
Facebook and
paintings.
keep posted on there, and I will leave a like and try and watch it live. I appreciate that. Okay.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
You know what reflects poorly?
possible that
This is a
this is
can
why
and not a
everyone
bottle, and
left.
it's still $1.25. And this is supposed to be for employees of this corporation? How greedy. If I am
Stanley
free,
sat around waiting for
that
more
is, and
dialogue.
you're very
But
welcome.
when a long
Of
time
course.
had passed and there was no more,
I don't
he
expect you to,
decided
like,
that the
throw
game was
your
time
life
to
into
send a
dismay in order
message.
to make it. I hope that I do so at a time that you're available. I tend to try to stream more towards the evenings just to have some sort of consistency. But yeah, it's the consciousness. So like with the AI thing, as sort of a preview, it's the consciousness that counts, not whether something is made of meat or not. So yeah, and I have a lot of thought experiments and things that I can go into on that I think will be interesting with the backdrop of a game that sort of feels in like sort of like a horror AI space from what people have told me. But yeah, based on the conversations I've had, people have told me I'd really enjoy that game. So my dog just wants all of the pets. Okay, I am going to close down this game. I don't have a like I click on stuff and it doesn't save. Is this just a false save? Because all I see is back, delete, no saved game, new saved game. Like, there is no save. Oh. I didn't do anything different. All of a sudden it just worked. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you have a great night too, Professor. I appreciate that. And yeah. I hope you have yourself a wonderful rest of your night. I'm gonna close that out. And yeah. Pop some music on. Yeah, I'm really glad that you decided to make an account to hop in here and support. I appreciate your presence on this. This has been incredibly heartwarming. And just thank you. Thank you so much. Like that genuinely means a lot to me to have that kind of reciprocated. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.